Have you ever been stopped by the police? Have you ever been involved in an accident or some other emergency and didn't know who to call? Hello, I'm Lieutenant Todd Hopwood with the Albemarle County Police Department. Together with the Adult Education, English as a Second or Other Language or ESOL program, we developed this video series to help guide you on interacting with the police. You'll also learn who to call during an emergency, and you'll learn some laws along the way. At the end, we also take some questions from actual ESOL students.
Hi, I want to report a fight next door. There are two men who are shouting at each other, and the address is 103 Jefferson Circle. So if you can please come as soon as possible. It looks like it's pretty serious. Okay, thank you.
I told you to stay away from my daughter. She's only 14.
What's up, old man? You know, she come over my house. She all the time told me she loved me. She look at me. I don't look at her. What is your problem? What?
Yes, you are 23 years old man. Stay from my daughter.
Whatever, man.
Then
What are you going to do?
I will show you what the man is going to do.
Don't start something you want to finish.
Ho, County Police, break it up, break it up. What's going on here today, sir?
So I found my daughter in his bedroom.
Okay,
She's only 14.
all right.
She's only 14.
Are you injured? Are you hurt?
No.
Okay,
no,
sir,
I'm
are you
not.
injured or hurt right now?
No, just push me.
Okay. Well, how about we separate and we'll figure out what's going on and see what needs to be done. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right, sir, if you speak with this officer, sir, you can come right over here with me.
So there are several notes of concern in this video that we just watched. This argument between two neighbors happened because an adult man was having what appears to be an inappropriate relationship with a 14-year-old girl. Now in Virginia, it's against the law to have an intimate relationship with a child under 15 years of age. The father in this case was obviously angry, but he also broke the law when he put his hands on the other individual. That's considered assault. It also appears that both men had been drinking in public, and they were probably publicly intoxicated. Drinking in public and public intoxication is against the law in Virginia. So this argument was obviously getting out of hand, but thankfully, the police arrived in time to settle things down and resolve the dispute.
Hi, class. I'm so glad to see all of you here tonight. We have a special guest who will be answering questions about the police and the police department. His name is Lieutenant Hopwood. Come on in and talk to our students.
How do I report a crime?
So you can report a crime by using 911, which is something we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about after I answer a few of these questions. And you can also call the non-emergency telephone number. So if you have a crime that's in progress and there's somebody's life in danger, something along those lines, you can call 911 directly. If you have something that's a non-emergency crime, like somebody stole your lawnmower, but it was like last week, you can call the non-emergency number. So it's a pretty simple process. You can contact us by telephone. All right? Number two? Who had number two?
Is what I say to the police conventional when I report a crime.
So that's a little bit of a complicated question, but in a nutshell, if you're a victim of crime, we keep your information confidential. So say you wanted to report something that had happened to you, but you don't want the news media to hear about who it came from, or you want to report something you don't want everybody to know. We keep that information confidential, but there comes a time where if it's a criminal case and it ends up in court, that they may need to call you as a witness. So at that point, you wouldn't be confidential anymore because we would need you to testify in court. Does that make sense? Okay.
Do I need to provide the police with my correct name and address?
Yes. So as I was saying earlier, so you don't always have to give information to the police, if they ask it from you. Like if you're walking down the street and you just get stopped by the police for no apparent reason and you haven't committed any crimes and they just want to talk to you, you don't have to talk to them. You can keep walking. But if you've committed a crime, they're going to stop you, or if they think you've committed a crime, or if they really need to talk to you. At that point, they've detained you, then you do have to give your correct information. If you lie to the police, that can be bad, okay? You never want to give false identification. You never want to give a fake name and a fake, if you had a fake passport or a fake identification card, never give anything fake to the police, because we're trained to look at it and can tell if it's fake or not. And that can actually be a crime for you to do that. You're very welcome.
If I am arrested, will the police provide me with a lawyer?
Yes. So one of the, if you're arrested for a crime in Virginia or anywhere in the United States, one of the rights that you have is, after you've been arrested, is to write to a lawyer. Everybody has that. You have a right to have a lawyer with you and have him present with you before any questioning. So yes, if you can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you by the court. Mm-hmm. And you can always refuse to answer questions until you have a lawyer present. Yes?
Can you talk on your cell phone while driving in Virginia?
So in Virginia, most places, yes, you can talk on your phone. I don't recommend it. I recommend, if you're going to talk on your telephone, to use a Bluetooth device, hands-free, so you have both hands to use for the wheel, because that's what it's designed for. It's designed to have two hands on it. That's the right way to drive, right? So if you're talking on the phone and then eating your hamburger, who's driving the car? You driving with your knee, you know? So it's always good if you have a Bluetooth. But even Bluetooth, if you're speaking on your telephone, it's a distraction and it can be very dangerous. So we like people to wait to answer the phone, okay? So it is legal in most areas of Virginia, but there are places like the military base that's in Virginia that it's illegal to talk on your phone. And if they catch you, it's a big fine. So there are some places that, depending on where you are, in other states outside of Virginia, that it's illegal to talk on your phone, period. And it is illegal to text. Do not text and drive. I don't know if I can get that out to you. That's any type of distracted driving, anything that takes your eyes off the road, anything that takes your hands off the steering wheel is dangerous. So when you're driving, drive. Don't answer the phone. Don't eat your Cheetos. Don't drink your drink. I'm just saying, drive. Both hands on the wheel. That's the safest way to go. Yep.
If a person moves from one state to another state, do they need to get a new driver's license?
In Virginia, yes. So in Virginia, if you move into Virginia, you are required to get a Virginia driver's license. Your current driver's license from the other state will be valid for a short period of time, but then you're going to be required to get a new one. And update your license plates and all of that. And get your car inspected. That's the thing. A lot of people don't know that if you come to Virginia from another state, if you have Virginia license plates, you have to get that little inspection sticker on your car, because some states don't require that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What is a telephone scam?
So that is a very broad question. There are a lot of telephone scams and internet scams out there. So in a nutshell, this is the way I talk about telephone scams. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You probably don't have a prince in Nigeria that is sending you $2 million if you send him $500 in advance and he'll pay you $200. Those kind of things are too good to be true, right? So if somebody's contacting you on the telephone and it sounds too good to be true, they're going to give you money, but they require that you send them money first. That's a scam. Internet scams that's one of the fastest growing crimes in the United States now is what we call internet scams or telephone scams, where people are unwittingly That's probably not a word I should use. People who are tricked into giving personal identifying information, whether it be from a credit card or their date of birth or something along those lines. They're tricked into giving information that allows somebody to either steal their identity or to get money from them without getting anything in return. So if it sounds too good to be true, someone calls you on the phone and offers you something and it sounds too good, it probably is. On behalf of the Albemarle County Police Department and the Albemarle County Adult Education ESOL program and their staff, we'd like to thank everyone involved in the making of this video series. For those of you watching, we hope you've enjoyed it and learned something new along the way. Thank you.